guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my makeup and I haven't filmed a get ready with me in a long time. So I'm going to use a lot of newer products or products that I haven't used yet. Maybe not new, but new to me. So first thing I'm going to do is prime my face. A lot of people are talking about this primer right now, but I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I've only used it a few times, but it has been really great for my dry skin. And yeah, it's very like milky, liquidy kind of primer, but it works very well. And right now my skin is very dry and kind of like in need of some TLC. And then you'll see my face turn bright red because that's what my face does. It's got a nice tackiness to it. I'm going to use a little bit of the Professional. This is not a primer that I actually like all that much, but if I use it sparingly just in the areas that I have some visible pores, then I like it. It's just not a primer that I would use all over, so I just kind of smooth it on and press it into areas where I have pores. Alright, so I've been saying I'm going to use some more drugstore products. So I am going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is not a new one, a new product, but I really like this. And I'm going to go in with this Pixie by Petra Peach Gold Liquid Illuminator and kind of see how these work together. So I'm just going to kind of dot a little bit of this on. And then I am going to swipe some of this foundation on. Okay, let's start with this. And I'm just kind of bouncing this in with my beauty blender. I don't want to do like super heavy makeup today, so I'm going to keep it kind of simple. And usually what I do with this foundation is kind of go back and add a little bit more in my cheeks and chin. Basically like the areas where I need a little bit more coverage right there too. And I don't normally do a lot of cream or liquid contour highlight, but I'm going to do just a little bit today because I feel like my face could really use it as opposed to packing on the powders. So I'm going to take this Morphe E8 and I'm going to dip into my Anastasia contour palette. I'm going to dab just a little bit of this glow where I'm going to put that contour. I've already done a little bit there, but it's okay. And I am dipping into the shade right here. I'll leave it looking a little bit heavy. And I'm going to mix these two shades and put some on my forehead area. I'm going to go in with ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the shade Fair 5, which I think is the lightest. And I'm going to do a little highlighting. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Shape Tape in the shade Fair, just right under my eyes. I like so. And I'm going to keep using this illuminator. I'm going to dab just a little bit on the outer portions of my eye and then chin area. Again, some RCMA powder on here. I'm going to use this Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. I like to put this on right before I set my face. It's just my personal preference. I'm going to use this little Wet n Wild brush and dip into the RCMA powder really lightly. And just kind of press it into the skin. And I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk brush and just kind of dust away any excess powder. I'm going to take my Lunatic Cosmetics Lab and I'm going to warm up my skin. I've got to drink some of my tea though. It's finally not super hot. It helps my throat so much. And I'm going to kind of mix a few shades together, these two and this little gray. And I'm going to warm up my skin. I don't want it to be super orange though, so I'm just lightly dipping into that gray, and I'm gonna go over first the forehead, so everywhere that I use the cream contour and just kind of warm it up a little bit. I'm going to take a smaller brush that I like to contour with and go in with that deeper 2 contour shades and then a little bit deeper gray. And I'm going to do right at my hairline. Make it a little darker. I've got my hair pulled back like this. It definitely enhances the big forehead. I'm going to take what's left on that brush and do the more sides of my neck. And dip into basically these 2 colors, so the light gray and the lightest contour. And just create a soft contour shade. And I'm going to brush the excess right into that hairline. Now I'm going to do some brows. Alright, brows are done. I'm just going to put in a little gel. Alright, so I'm going to do my eyes. And I've had this for a little while and haven't used it, which is the Moschino Bare palette from Sephora collection / Moschino. So this is what it looks like. I'm sure most of you guys have probably seen it by now. But I'm going to try it out and just do a little look with this. Taking just the lightest bit of setting powder and brushing over my lids where I have that primer on. So I've got some Sephora and some Morphe brushes that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to start by dipping into this shade Adore, which is this light shade right here. And I'm just going to kind of throw that into the crease to see how dark it is. Yeah, so it's pretty dark. It's definitely pigmented. So I'm not going to run that all over my eyelid. I'm just going to keep it in the crease area, but kind of, you know, blend it out big. That's pretty pigmented. I actually was expecting that to be softer. So, okay. There's not much that's real light in this palette then, because that is one of the lightest looking shades, and it actually came out with a lot of color. So what I'm going to do next is take this Morphe E17 and dip into Angel Wings, which is this one, and kind of do a little brow highlight. I'm going to dip into this shade called Kisses, which is here. It's kind of a reddish purple. That shade is not that easy to blend out. Like, I'm getting there, but it's taking more work than it really should. So I'm not loving that one. I'm gonna take a little bit of that shade Adore, the very first thing I used, and buff this edge a little bit because it's not, you can see it's kind of a little uneven. I think I'm gonna use this shade Pennies from Heaven. It's really pretty and I'm just curious to see what it's gonna come out like. I'm gonna try it with this little flat dry brush first and kind of see what's going on. Okay, so you can see it. I'm not like thoroughly impressed or anything, but it's there. I'm gonna try a little bit of primer water, which is what I've been using lately to wet my brush with, and it just seems to work well. Okay, you can already see all I did was like tap it over the color, and you can see it's looking a lot better. Woo! So this is a pretty color. It's not quite copper because it's got this crazy red shift to it, but it is close to a copper, but more like orangey red. So I'm not taking that all the way in. Hopefully it's doing it justice on camera because that's a really pretty color. And it's absolutely perfect when you wet it. And then I'm going to take another little precision shadow brush. I'm going to wet it again. And then I'm going to dip back into that shade Angel Wings that I used under the brow and use it wet in the corner. I'm going to take it just into the inner corner as well. Now I'm going to take the shade Mesmerize, which is like this muted orange. I'm going to do that under my lower lash line. Super pigmented on that one. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of this Moon Dust, which is this dark purple. And I think I'm going to mix it with Magic, which is the black. Take just a little both of those and do it right in that corner. So now I'm going to do some mascara. First I'm going to curl my lashes with my little Creme Shop lash curler. I'm going to use the Stila Huge Mascara. For a huge extreme lash. I'm going to use this Pixie by Petra Beauty Blush Duo in Peach Honey. So, I don't know, this looks like it swatches a little weird, like it's almost, oh wow. Didn't expect it to be that powdery. So, this is a very sheer one and it's kind of very glowy. At first, it almost looks a little bit like a highlighter, so I may have to layer this. Oh wow, this is so powdery. I'm going to take just a little bit of this Milani Romantic Rose and just kind of dust that on with it. Because while I like a sheer blush, that one's just almost like a really soft highlighter. I'm going to grab this little MAC 133 brush and pick a highlighter. I'm going to try out my new Becca Vanilla Quartz because I've not used this one yet. It's really pretty light golden. Yes. And what I've been doing lately is just like what I've been liking is I highlight my nose first and then I will do a very soft nose contour afterwards. I didn't do any cream on my nose. I just went ahead and stuck with my powder because I am oily there anyway. So now I've got my nose like really nice and highlighted the way that I want. So I'm going to contour just a little bit. So I'm going to quickly go back to this Lunatics palette and I'm going to grab a smaller brush. So I'm going to grab this little Sonia Kashuk one and dip into the gray and the lightest contour again. So I'm just lightly kind of dusting it on and tapping off any excess. And then I'm going to softly contour my nose.
What are you doing? Do you see this motherfucker? Cat's just like, excuse me? Get down. Get down. Get down. Down. Get down. Get down.
Oh boy. You don't have to rub me. Go with this Burberry set that I bought. This is the Liquid Lip Velvet Mini Collection. So in love with these and they're really nice sizes too. So I'm going to pick this like orangey red one and this is the shade number 37 Regiment Red. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me. I know it was short and sweet and kind of simple, but I hope you liked it anyway. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. That way you see my upcoming videos and giveaways and turn on notifications so that you know when that giveaway goes up as well if you're interested in that. And also make sure to leave this video a like if you like these get ready with me videos. I know I don't do a lot of them. I'm definitely open to doing more, and if there's certain products you guys want me to try out, let me know that too. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a little get ready with me. God damn it, what the fuck was that?